So, as some of you know, I'm here on Misunderstood Siren, but out in the world, I'm LV. I'm a singer-songwriter, and sometimes I'll channel songs that I've written for, reasons that usually connect to the reading that I'm gonna do. And I channeled a random song that I wrote, but it's significant for somebody for sure. So I think I'm gonna play that for you guys. It's called, I'm sure most of us have seen Hunger Games, right? Hey Nicole. Aw, thank you so much for the support. Love you. But yeah, if you guys have seen Hunger Games, I'm sure most of us have, right? Katniss Everdeen is like the main role, and her role really inspired me at the time. So I wrote a song called EVERDEEN. Okay. And I feel like this song, there's significance to it, so I'm gonna play it. And then I think it might tie into the reading for somebody, okay? So let's see. Alright, guys. Let me shut this off for a second. Alright, this is called EVERDEEN, y'all. Shut this off for a second. Alright, this is called EVERDEEN, y'all. Okay, here we go. Are you far from what you want to become complete? Pulled you under, held you down, too afraid to break out. That you forget the way to turn the page. Oh, 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 I think everyone should know your name. You don't wanna believe you belong, and I want you to see. I think you're wrong. All you like is enough to change the world. Everdeen. Okay, so now I can talk. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Soul Tribe, y'all. That was a unreleased song. The reason I'm playing it is because I wrote it, I'd say like 12 plus, 13 plus years ago, around the time when they were producing Hunger Games, right? Because I was so inspired by the role, I actually wanted to pitch music to the movie. And although they did love it, they passed on it. But the point is that if you've seen Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen is the main role, right? And like she was put in a impossible, impossible, cruel, wicked position that's just like beyond like you know what I mean? And maybe it doesn't have to be to that degree, but I feel like somebody here went through something that there were like spectators. It was wicked. It was unnecessary. It was cruel. Like people made it harder when they didn't need to. Whatever this is. And I feel like, you know, it was really rough. Like whatever that was, I feel like for different people, it's going to be different. This could, you know, be to some extent some kind of bullying, harassment. This could be somebody just like twisted the knife in when they really didn't have to do all that. This could be like somebody just completely like dropped, like fumbled you and like broke all their promises, and you were just put in like the most loneliest, just roughest, agonizing, painful situation. Okay, thanks so much, love. I appreciate you. And so basically, it was very unfair, and it probably traumatized you, but it also was like some kind of turning point that like showed even yourself, to your own surprise, how strong that you actually are, and how cruel the world can actually like how like the people that hurt you the most, right, are usually the ones closest to you, unfortunately, because it's like otherwise you wouldn't care so much, you know what I mean? So the point is though, there's something like a common theme, I feel like, and with some of you guys, where you've probably felt like, why does everybody make shit so hard for me? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. And you know, it feels lonely. It does. It feels like there's probably been times in your life where you were just like, dude, am I ever gonna find like my people? Or like, is it always gonna be like, do I always have to brace myself? But I feel like this is a spiritual warrior energy, and maybe the reason that this is coming up is because like the Most High wants you to know that it didn't go unseen. Okay, it's going to be taken care of, if not already, as far as karma goes. And there was a reason, whether it was to realign you to your path, whether it was to teach you something that you were not getting, and it had to be done in a very harsh way in order for you to really wake up and never forget. Or maybe I don't know what the reason is. I almost feel like whoever put you through it, or whatever this is, maybe that's why. Maybe it's coming up because it's either being seen, you know, whether you see it or hear about it or not, in some kind of way you're being vindicated, be it through karma, be it through, you know, just people actually acknowledging your side of the story in some way. But basically, you weren't alone, even though it might have felt like you were. Spiritually, you weren't alone. Your angels were there actually the whole time. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have made it through all the way, y'all. But whoever this is for, like, I don't know. That was so random that I heard that song in my head. And it's basically just telling you, you know, don't ever question if you belong or not. You're just so special that, like, you can't belong around just anyone. You know what I mean? And if you're around the wrong energies, it could ruin your precious celestial light, okay? And that fierce, undeniable, like, leader, like, special, unique, talented, whatever it is. And I feel like you were around the wrong people completely. And it's sad because, you know, for some of you, it could be your own family. It could be somebody you could have thought was your best friend. It could have been the person that you thought you were going to marry, or that you were married to. You know, whoever it is, it's somebody very close to you. And I feel like there were spectators. I feel like there were more than one people involved. And you were put in a position where everybody made it so unnecessarily and cruelly much more hard for you. And it's like you had to do it and go it alone 100%. And just like there was no empathy. You had to give that to yourself. And yeah, because I got like a vision in my head of somebody like hugging themselves, rocking back and forth. It was sad. But there's a reason this is coming out, okay? Because whoever did that shit is obviously a POS. But I don't know. I feel like they might be out of their mind a little bit too. Okay. Maybe they feel haunted by what they did, or I don't know why this is coming out. But anyway, as far as my readings are go, I know that somebody had asked about that, y'all, while the song was playing, so I kind of smoothly put it up here without talking. But before we jump into the energy check, is there anybody that did want a personal or mini read before we start? Because these can take 30 minutes usually or so. You'll have to wait till afterwards. Just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna put some ambiance back on here. Anyway, guys, I hope you like the song, or at least what it stands for. The lyrics. Speaking of the lyrics, okay. Are you far from what you want to become completed? Pulled you under, held you down, too afraid to break out? Did you forget the way to turn the page? I think everyone should know your name. You don't want to believe you belong, and I want you to see I think you're wrong. All your light is enough to change the world, EVERDEEN. So many faces, aren't you scared that the fear becomes you? So many choices froze you there and no escape to run to, but if you could see how beautiful you are to me, I just wish that we could see the same. You don't want to believe you belong, and I need you to see that you're wrong. All your light is enough to change the world. So there's somebody here that doesn't even, maybe they are aware now after they've been through this, or maybe they aren't, how special they are, and like how your light is like so divine, you know what I mean? And there's something that there's like an important aspect of why you're here. Like, oh, thank you, Nicole. I'm glad that you liked it. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is that somebody here might feel like, because they're unrecognized, like, because like they might feel like, well, why, like they might kind of go back and forth with like, well, I do love myself. There's no reason I wouldn't love myself. I think I'm a very nice person, but it's like, because it's never recognized or not valued or just easily thrown away, I'm wondering, like, what's the point of being this way? You know what I mean? Like, maybe you've had those thoughts. Or maybe I should hide it because it's like people take advantage, obviously, or they're just, I don't get it. Like, maybe people perceive it as weak, or is it jealousy? I don't know. But I feel like your energy is just pure, and it's, and some people just don't know what to do with that, you guys. It's like there's something about it that's obviously triggers people because it's special. And some people are inspired. Some people are jealous. Some people want to conquer it. They're annoyed by it. They're triggered by it. They assume things about it. Just, it doesn't matter, though. The point is that you were made exactly as you were supposed to be made. And you might not think that you're beautiful, but, like, you might not realize how many people do or would if you were to shine and express yourself. So don't hold yourself back from doing those things. That's for somebody, okay? So, anywhoosies, let me set up this phone back so I can see your comments again, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right, we're good. We set up the ambiance, and we are good to go. All right, guys. So we shall begin. Let's tap the hell in. Okay. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to read your comments now. Sorry, guys. I wasn't looking for a sec. Here we go. All right. Cool, cool. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the channel. All right, I'm gonna remove this for now. We're gonna tap in. Thanks so much, you guys, for the hearts and the puffs and the little gifts. I appreciate you guys so much. It helps me, you know, keep my supplies stocked and like show up for these reads, you know, so I really do appreciate your guys' support. And if you do resonate with my readings, definitely consider joining us at the subscribers channel. I'm going to start uploading more videos there. And yeah, what else was I going to say? Yeah, I feel like somebody's going through a tower, y'all. I feel like they're haunted. Aw. Thank you, Nicole. I have so many songs that it's almost like hard to find homes for them all, and I can't do them all myself. I've written around 2,000 songs. I started writing when I was 12, and I'm 35. So, and I've had 4 publishing deals, which is, I don't really know anybody my age that's had 4 publishing deals, but so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's rough because like that's so many songs, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? It's like crazy. No, I what did you send me Sunday? Oh, appreciate you. All right, guys. So we are about to, Sydney. Okay, yeah. You know what? Oh, beloved, that's so sweet of you to say. You never cease to blow my mind. Aw. I'm so glad that you guys resonate and you like it. Okay, so I'll answer a couple questions before we dive in. So if you have a question, hard time. It's almost like there's like some people out here that get like a wicked like thrill out of torturing empathetic starseed type people. People that are kind, people that are good at things naturally, but they're not really attention seekers. They might get attention though. You know, whatever the reason is, it's like people like to screw with people and they just think that kindness is weakness and they think that they can just do that to people. It's sick without consequence. I feel like whatever this was, they're gonna get consequences, and that will come in different forms. You know, the universe, the Most High decides. Just there's certain things you gotta leave to God, y'all. Oh, Nicole, that's so sweet. I'll check. I really appreciate you. I'll definitely check. All right, guys. So we're gonna tap in, okay? All right. Spirit, whoop that ass. Whoever did this to my collective. Aw, Mel, you have friends here. I'm sorry you feel that way. You're not in the right environment. Maybe, you need to switch up something or align somewhere else because maybe your energy isn't seen or appreciated where you are. So maybe make plans to restructure your life in a different environment. So you could, and let, you know, call on your spirit team to guide you. Ask them to show you signs, to help guide you to where you need to go to have true friends. But for the time being, this is a really great place to come, okay? What's up, Joseph? Ooh, you have a job interview today. Ooh, I hope it goes great. Awesome. Everybody send some good energy to Mel, okay? All right, guys, message came out. Speaking of sending you signs, maybe somebody's gonna see a sign or a message, like, you know, so pay attention to things, the sky, the clouds, the people's license plates when you're driving sometimes in front of you, or street names like out of nowhere, or I don't know, just like little signs, you know, could be significant. But I feel like somebody could be thinking about sending a message or making communication. Okay, so the mission or errand of a messenger, a commercial, especially one on television, paid by the sponsors of a program or event. Okay, so maybe somebody's gonna get a message through a commercial or an ad. Okay, so pay attention to that. You know what I mean? But maybe this is like an email, a text, a message. Maybe like animal spirit is going to visit you. By the way, a few days ago I was walking my dogs, and like a raven came down, and it was weird. Like, he wanted to come by me. He was only 3 feet away from me, and I had my dogs with me, so it was weird, even weirder, because usually they get scared quicker. But he actually flew down from way more higher up, from the electric pole thing, and he came down while I was walking on the street level, like, you know, on the sidewalk level. And he just, there was like a chair that somebody left out on, like, you know, on my path, on the road, like at the end of the driveway, whatever it is, and it landed on that, and it just was looking at me, and it was like it wanted to say something. And I was like, hi, what's going on with you? Well, hello. So I don't know, I feel like that was a sign of some kind. You know, I have a really special affinity with crows and ravens, y'all. And that's also a sign of having psychic ability as well, especially crows and ravens and stuff like this. But it's also a sign of communication. Any birds are, usually, especially like talkative ones, like crows and ravens, okay? So maybe that is significant. I know that a lot of the energy checks we've been doing, we've been pulling communication and Mercury a lot. So I feel like something's getting ready, some kind of communication or message, or you're gonna see something that like confirms something. I don't know, something. All right, so let's see what's going on, spirit. Yeah, my mother loved birds. It was so sad. She bought 2 African Greys and 2 Quaker parrots, and she adored them, only to find out that she was like deathly allergic. And she kept them as long as she could. She like, it was so sad, because, you know, African Greys live like 100 years old, y'all. And they usually have like one person that they choose, and it was very sad. My mother was totally not happy about that, but it was cool because they communicated all the time, to the point where like my mother's name is Lisa and like my father's name is Craig, and the bird, his name was Shay, and he would say, Lisa, and it was like ringing the phone, the landline. It sounded exactly the same, y'all. It was crazy. He was wild. Okay, so smart. Birds are just amazing to me, I feel like, and people are so mean to pigeons. I don't know why. Pigeons are absolutely precious, very sweet, but people think that they're like a problem, I guess. Anyway, be nice to your birds and your animals, y'all. Okay, so let's see. There's definitely some kind of communication coming in, y'all. Whether that's spiritual communication, whether that's 3D communication, I don't know. African Greys, I don't know where they're from exactly. Okay, R, first, middle, last, initials. E, ER. Trey, somebody's name could be Trey. ET, maybe somebody feels like an alien. That kind of goes into the song that we were talking about, like, you know, feeling lonely, feeling like on a different planet. Okay. ET phone home. Yeah, maybe like you're gonna get a message from fellow aliens soon or something. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Starbiz. I appreciate that. Put it where it fits, y'all. Maybe somebody... Maybe, somebody is going to the emergency room. Okay, let's see. What numbers? Okay, 4, life path 4. Somebody could be born on the 4th. April could be significant. 414. 441, area codes. Life path 5. Somebody could be born on the 14th or be 41. Okay. April 14th could be significant. Let's get one on the big die. 30. Okay, life path 3. Somebody could be born on the 30th or be 30 years old. Okay. April 30th could be significant. What house is significant? Ooh. House of Hidden Enemies. Pisces. This is karma energy. Results of past action energy. Hidden things that are hidden. Inner social conflict. And what is that? That really goes into what I said about feeling haunted, maybe. Maybe somebody's in inner turmoil because of maybe something they were a part of or something they did that's so, like, just unbelievably, like, over the top, way overboard that, like, I don't even know how somebody would apologize or come back from whatever it is. Okay? Or you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, or this could be you. What do we need more of? Also, it's associated with Neptune, which is, you know, your psychic ability, y'all. So that could be significant as well. Okay? What we need more of is House 4, which is the Cancer energy, maternal energy. This is about emotional home and nurturing. Maybe somebody, yeah, that is exactly what I was talking about. Somebody could feel like they, very little that they've gotten emotional nurturing through their life, or like, you know, true love or kindness. Like, this is about root